Alright, before this video starts, just one thing major to talk about is that this video might be a bit all over the place in terms of organization. I tried to edit down the footage or the recording rather to be as concise as possible, and I think it should be good enough to be watchable. The reason I didn't really write a script for this is because I wanted to talk about the topics that I felt like were the most important in the moment, and thus I left this video unscripted and more of just me improvising. But I think I'd covered really everything that's major so far, although this might call for me to make another update in the future. Just, if you're gonna comment on anything, at least read the transcript of the video, or pay attention to what I'm actually saying, and that is about it. This morning I woke up to see several YouTube comments and also direct messages on Discord talking about a pretty quick response that had been made by Kaiju Universe's owner on behalf of the moderation team, I assume. In fact, it was made maybe about an hour or two after my video went up. By then, I'd already gone asleep, and then I checked this morning, also receiving messages from Barrett, Kaiju Universe's owner, who I won't show the exact messages, but there is one really funny thing, which is him saying that I am apparently committing a crime with defamation. Not true at all, by the way, because, I mean, very clearly he either didn't watch the video or just didn't care. I mean, I went through the entire transcript of the video, and the basis of this is that in some of the images that I showed, the slides were not made by me, but at the top of it, there was a Kaiju Universe admin saying a thing, like, about, oh, I don't care about your opinion if you think I'm a Nazi or not, and people, I assume, had taken this out of context from my video and went to attack that Kaiju Universe for Video Games admin in question. Now, bear in mind, in the video, at no point did I accuse this admin of being a Nazi or make, like, defamatory comments towards them. I just said in the video that both admins, in fact, had been refusing to ban the NZ clan for months and months, which is very true because they had been in Kaiju Universe for well over a year up until supposedly all of them were banned, according to the official document put out by Kaiju Universe's owner, August 28th, 2023. So yeah, aside from the defamation thing being totally wrong, because I did not make any false claims about this person at all, let's talk about the rest of it, the rest of this silliness here. So I won't show the messages, but it's just in general, like, oh, don't go putting out slandering misinformation. Your video contains an incredible amount of outright false information, and it proceeded to bring up the thing about the admin saying he doesn't care if, like, he's being called a Nazi or not, which I also didn't bring up in my video at all. I just had it there because the slide was what I used as the basis with all the evidence collected. Now, this was last night when I'd already gone to sleep. So I woke up this morning, I saw these messages, and I responded to them. And as I'm making this video, almost 12 hours later, I have received no response, and that makes it very clear that this was, in fact, not an attempt to be reasonable or anything by Kaiju Universe's owner, but was just a demand to take down my video and also to fearmonger me by telling me, oh, what you're doing is illegal. No, absolutely not. All right, that aside, I also want to make it clear that the video was specifically about NZ being a very, very bad clan of people. And one thing that I actually don't think I showed in the video yesterday, but I'll bring it up again, is this image. Now, I tried to look for it this morning, but I would assume it was deleted or something, or it might be fake. But it's a mobile screenshot, so looks like it took place in Kaiju Universe's Discord server and like some deleted channel, or the message was deleted afterwards. In short, from what I've been told, this is referring to making the NZ clan a good example of what not to do, like in Kaiju Universe and the community, pretty much by banning them. And if this was indeed said by one of because this is like Hamza is one of Kaiju Universe's admins. If this is indeed what was actually said by them, then a good example was not made out of them because literally nothing was said. So the purpose of the video was, even if they were banned, to bring awareness to this very, very toxic side of Kaiju Universe's community. No bueno. And assuming it's false, well, okay, I'm not saying that this is true, but it is some sort of basis for making the video that I put up yesterday. Now let's go on looking at this this announcement here. So this announcement is definitely not geared like specifically towards me. I think it's more geared towards the attacks that were made on this specific person. One thing I want to make clear actually is that okay, this whole video I've been saying that like attacking the moderation team wasn't my goal at all. I'm not spreading misinformation or whatever. The reason that I actually didn't mention this comment at the top of the slides in my video at all was because I figured that it is possible to take this out of context. In fact, in the making of this slide, it is actually being already taken out of context. One thing I thought to myself was that there is possibly a scenario where this is said. I cannot guarantee this is the reason why we have this message now, why it was written, but one realistic scenario that could have happened is, in short, someone will ask Hamza, hey, can you ban this clan of neo-Nazis? Something along the lines of that, or could you do something about these people, or could you investigate them? And a response of like a refusal or a denial or even a delay, like maybe later, not right now, not important, something along the lines of that would prompt the person coming to Hamza to suggest that or say that, well, you're a Nazi, you support Nazis. And then this would obviously lead to a very reasonable response that, oh, I don't care what your opinion is if you think I'm a Nazi. I don't care if you consider the moderation for not doing anything about these people to be Nazis. But yeah, evidently people have begun to attack this person after the video had been made for being a Nazi, even without any mention of it in the video, just saying that, oh, well, Kaiju Universe's moderation has done nothing about these people. So moving on, the announcement. Pretty much this document is just trying to clear up like some quote-unquote defamation against one of the administrators of Kaiju Universe and Video Games, where there are claims being made that they support Nazis or something like that, and it is being listed as untrue and outright defamation, which I will totally agree with. But one thing is for certain is that I just really don't understand how my video has a bunch of incredible false information. I even actually messaged Barrett back and asked, okay, if there's any incredibly false information that you want me to look into or clear up, then please let me know. And he did not respond at all. So it's very, very clear that this is not an attempt to have a conversation and work things out, and just a demand to intimidate me to take to my video, which I am not going to do, since absolutely at no point in the video was there defamation. YouTube has a feature called show transcript or look at the transcript. You can just look at it along with the video, and I guarantee you in that video that I made, you will see no point that I am accusing the Kaiju Universe administrators of being Nazis. And really, I mean, with that image in the slides, I didn't elaborate on that further. So that's pretty much it. Um, in general, I think that this is definitely valid action to take because a lot of people did end up taking it out of context, it seems, and accusing Hamza, Kaiju Universe administrator, of supporting Nazis. However, I'm still keeping my video up because there was no defamation in it, and the video was geared towards the topic of the NZ clan instead of like the moderation being terrible. Which by the way, Kaiju Universe moderation is bollocks. It's absolutely horrible, but I didn't touch on it in that video. It was just about NZ clan pretty much, and that's about it. Goodbye, chat.